Well, here we go. This event, Johnny Red Shoes Dugan will be the referee. We one fall, 15-minute time limit. On my left, the big man at 2:56 out of Texas, Rick Davidson. And his opponent, weighing 289. He's the big number 71 with the Cleveland Browns. He is the America's wrestling champion, Walter Johnson.
Well, this is a good one. Walter Johnson, number 71, back in action and ready for Rick Davidson. And if you just saw what happened in the match earlier, Al Madrill won, but boy, I'll tell you, these Davidson places, and now it is Rick Davidson in there against 71. Look at that block. That body block just sends Rick down, and now John's out there, and John complaining that Walter Johnson is using illegal football tactics and not wrestling. Both men, lace finger hand lock, test of strength. It goes to Walter Johnson, number 71. Now makes his home in Texas from Cleveland. And let me tell you something, he is the America's heavyweight wrestling champion. You really cannot match strength with this big wrestler, Walter Johnson. He is strong. His favorite hold, of course, is that side headlock. And I've told you before, he says it's like holding a football. He says, once I get a grip on that ball, he says, I never let go. Good arm whip wrist lock. Going to work now on that wrist lock. You notice a lot of the wrestlers are using this hold. Oh, there's Brother John out there trying to get him to make the ropes, and he succeeded. The fans yelling for Walter to go, go, go. We got a fresh referee for this event, too. It's Johnny Red Shoes Dugan. I'm glad to see that the referees are, being given special matches like Ken Farber was the last match, and then they bring in a new referee, and this is Red Shoes Dugan, former World Junior Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. Body blocks, body tackles, and boom, down goes Mr. Davidson. This is Rick Davidson as opposed to the Brother John that just wrestled Al Madrill. Spectacular move by Madrill with that flying body press. He won the last match. Arm drag takedown by Walter Johnson, and out of the ring decides to go Mr. Rick Davidson. The Davidson brothers have wrestled in a lot of places in the United States, mainly through the South. They were very, very popular in Florida, held the Florida for about 2 years. Then, of course, they wrestled in Alabama and Tennessee and went on to Texas, did some wrestling in Texas, were successful, and decided that they would try California, where they were at their best, winning the World Tag Team Championship. Now both wrestlers just really trying to strangle each other, you might say. And as you can see, Rick Davidson is not very successful. Oh, Walter Johnson just picks him up by the shoulders. Whew. These are two big men. We got a battle of the super heavyweights here. We got Walter Johnson that tips the scales at about 289 pounds, and big Davidson that's about, I'd say 75, 80 pounds. Knee to the middle catches big number 71, Walter Johnson. This would be a big feather in the cap of Rick Davidson if he beats him, because Walter Johnson being the America's heavyweight wrestling champion. he would be entitled to go for the title. This is a non-title singles event. Davidson now, or Johnson. Raking away at the eyes by Davidson. Another rake at the eyes. Throws him into that turnbuckle. Going to work on the eyes. If you can't see and you can't breathe, you're just really a hopeless case in that ring. Going to work, choking on Walter Johnson, number 71. Clubbing blows, forearm blows to the chest. Again, Johnson is stunned by the rake of the eyes. Go behind. Choking, going to work on the chin lock. He's got a chin lock on him, and he uses his right hand to punch away at the chest. Johnson on his knees, and boy, I'll tell you, you make Walter mad, and Walter's going to do something equally as nasty, believe me. Walter Johnson, number 71. Davidson off the ropes. Oh, and he's met by that charging blow of Walter Johnson, that maneuver that Johnson does so well, that defensive tackle maneuver. Clubbing to the chest. This could be it for Rick Davidson. Oh, boy. Walter backs away. You know, this Walter's a sportsman, you know. He just doesn't get in there. That could be his mistake, because there's a forearm to the middle and a club to the back. Knee lift by Rick Davidson. Johnson now whips Davidson into the ropes. There's that mighty tackle and that clothesline. That has to be it. That has got to be it. Davidson looks like he has met a freight train, and the name is Walter Johnson. Johnson whips him into the ropes again. There's a bear hug. A bear hug, and the fans are applauding. They know this could be it. The question is in. Oh, ripping at the face gets a release. Brother John outside the ring yelling instructions to Brother Rick. While Walter Johnson now going to work, clubbing. There's those tug tackles. Whips him out into that corner, and now he's off on the rope. Walter coming in. Another tug tackle. 2 of them. 3, 4, 5. That's enough to knock the wind out of any man. Into the ropes. Johnson comes off. There's that other defensive. Devastating, and we've got an injured Davidson, brother. That's for sure. There's that head right into the chin. Johnson now coming in and tops him with a flying press. 1, 2, 3. That's it. John Davidson in attacking Walter Johnson, but Walter Johnson is the winner. But there's still a lot of problems here, because look, both the Davidsons trying to make Walter look bad. Whoa! He just lips them off. Now, there's brother John Davidson going to work. Rick trying to attack him. Walter grabs both of them. Grabs them, look at this, and headbutts them together, and both these wrestlers go out. We'll be back with more wrestling after this. Johnson, the winner.
Oh, yeah, that's good. In the ring, and there's Big Wally Johnson.